Tucker here to explain now just why other prosecutors in the state say he was wrong about his interpretation of that law. Bailey.
Peyton, Gina, it's definitely something that sparked a firestorm of debate on social media over the weekend, leading the West Virginia Prosecuting Attorneys Association to send out a statement early this morning saying not so fast. And while an estimated 10 out of 100 pregnancies end in pregnancy loss, these prosecutors say a miscarriage should not trigger criminal liability. As reproductive rights and policies continue to shift, Raleigh County Prosecuting Attorney Tom Truman issuing a stark warning to women across West Virginia late last week.
But with the overturning of Roe, and there's a few statutes in West Virginia and a case that does cause me concern.
He warned that West Virginia women could face criminal charges for having a miscarriage using state laws related to the disposal of human remains. He claimed the idea first came up with other prosecutors at a conference several years ago and said the conversation had continued since the overturning of Roe versus Wade.
Even though I personally wouldn't do that, I can't say that that couldn't happen here.
Tyler County Prosecutor Luke Furby, who also serves as the president of the West Virginia Prosecuting Attorneys Association, adamantly disagrees, and he says so do many other prosecutors in the state's 55 counties.
I think maybe there was a thought there that this had been something that had been widely discussed, and I don't believe that's the case.
The association releasing a stern and blunt statement early Monday saying, quote, the WVPAA wants to make abundantly clear that any assertion that individuals who experience the unfortunate event of a miscarriage in West Virginia should be notifying law enforcement or face potential criminal prosecution is incorrect and not supported by West Virginia law.
We felt like the narrative that was developing was that somehow there was some movement afoot by the state's prosecutors to find a way to manufacture some sort of charge, and that's what we wanted to dispel.
Pregnancy loss is extremely common and often happens in the first trimester before 13 weeks. Charleston OBGYN Dr. Akil Patel doesn't believe any woman should have to feel guilt experiencing a miscarriage.
Even 1 in 3 unrecognized pregnancies will end in miscarriage, and it's something that really is so burdensome to the individual, and it makes them feel like they did something wrong.
Furby also tells me the concealment of a body statute is very specific and applies when death happens after criminal activity, not as a result of tragic experience. Live in the studio, Bailey Tucker, Eyewitness News.